by myself out here. Still rifle season. I saw a buck. He looked like he was smaller, but he got up out of the bedding area and walked over. Looks like I got a fork. I've already saw 3 does. And this guy steps out. So, this is pretty cool. He's about 340 yards away. So this camera's picking up really good. Looks like he's just hanging out. Not sure what he's looking at there. I don't see anything. It's the same deer I seen the other day. This is a huge bedding area up there. Lots of sun. I try to stay out of it when I can. I thought I saw a 6-point the other day. I'm kind of thinking it was this guy. I know he didn't have a lot on there. Pretty cool footage. He's just hanging out. He doesn't even know I'm here. That's what you want. He's getting ready to go right in that thick away man. I saw movement right there. He wasn't big, but this is my last year here, and he's doing a death row. Oh man! So I just shot a buck. On this property, I have not seen a mature deer, not the whole entire time. This is the last day, and this was the last hunt I was going to hunt this year. So me and Andrew went out the other day and scouted some public land, and we found a really good spot. I think it's going to be good for archery, and I didn't really see any big. The last couple of years, I've shot some smaller bucks. I figured, you know, at the worst, you're gonna manage these bucks out. There's bigger ones that are gonna move in. This one, I haven't went up there and looked at him yet. I'm almost pretty solid that he's the one that I filmed when I first got here. I've seen him before. And like I said, I wasn't out here to kill a giant today. I haven't seen but mainly one mature buck down here that I would have taken. And my buddy, that's the one he missed on camera. So basically, this has been a really good season. A lot of people's killed some big bucks. And for me personally, we had a lot of sickness in my family that happened literally opening day, a little bit before. But opening day, it got worse. And the video that you seen of the does, I had to leave early, and I ended up getting a cold or sinuses or something myself, and I didn't get to go the following weekend. So I think overall, down here I've done good. I have killed 3 bucks each season, and 3 years and 3 bucks is really good odds for me. It's really helped me become a better hunter. I haven't killed a ton of deer as far as bucks go. I was going to try to wait this one out, but literally tomorrow's the end of the season, and I felt like at this point in time that I wanted some venison, and he was a buck, and I kind of want to end my spree with 3 bucks. And like I said, you should never ever anything that you go to shoot, you should never be ashamed of it, because I want to tell you something. Hunting a whitetail, whether it's a young one or an old one, they still have the same properties. They can sniff you out, they can smell you. And I actually just my setup where I'm at is at some hay bales. I took my blind down the other day because I wasn't sure if I was going to come back here or not. And so basically I did it Western style today. I used a trigger stick that I modified a little bit, and it looks like this right here. And it actually has a real trigger stick top, but this one right here is an Allen, I think. It was an easy stick, and I just modified it because I like the feature where it's basically a handle too to get you a hiking stick. The main takeaway from this hunt for me was just to get out there, and my knees were hurting a lot yesterday. I've been going back to exercising and trying to lift weights and get in shape for bow hunting. And when you go an extremely long period of time without doing that, it tends to weigh on you. So I'm not going to show the field dressing or anything like that. I'm just going to try to get this buck out of here and try to get him home. And one of the things that I want to say before I get off of here is I really appreciate all the support from people just watching the channel. This isn't about getting likes and subscribes like you see in almost every single hunting show or somebody that wants a social following. Me and my cousin started this for a reason. We started it for ourselves. We wanted to be able to share what we have and not get to the point to where that's what we were focused on, was the like and then share it and doing all this other stuff. And that's great because it does get people's attention out there. I'm guilty as well. I like to follow certain ones of them, watch their videos. I'll make sure to like and comment and subscribe. It helps them out. But me and Andrew are not making money off of this in any way whatsoever. And my opinion is, you know, I have a full-time job. It's a really good job. He has a good job, and it supports our family life as far as being able to help family members out when we need to, and that's to help them to get, you know, whatever that they need. And you know, it's really tough when you're in Andrew's position sometimes, because he's a young guy and he also has some things going on with him that sometimes keep him out of the woods. And I understand the same thing, and we just have to be able to support our families, and the only way to do that is to have a job that does that. And I see a lot of people nowadays that's in the outdoor industry, and I'm not here to badmouth, but it just seems like a lot of them want to focus on, they want to quit a full-time job in order to do this type of work. Hunting's different. You're taking lives in order to sustain yourself with the meat, and it's way more than just a kill shot. It's the whole entire experience. That's why I try to film what I do. And there's nothing wrong with if you get lucky and you are working for the hunting industry and that's your job. But I see so many people that you can tell that they want that kind of life. And I'm here to tell you that I have dealt with a little bit of the industry, and it's not always cut out like you think it is. And in some instances, it's just like any other business. It can be cutthroat at times. So that's why me and Andrew just focus on being able to get out there and hunt. I'm not going to lie to you, there's going to be times where I'm probably going to leave the camera at home because I want to focus on, you know, getting a mature buck or getting that turkey. And, you know, it's great to have things on footage. And the reason why I started packing a camera is mainly so that my family can see this journey of when I'm hunting, because they can't always be with me, and my friends as well. And it just makes it a really neat reference to go back and see what you did wrong and learn from that. And I think today has been a great hunt, considering I've had several days into it. I didn't get to go as much as I wanted to, but that was okay and it worked out. And like I said, this right here is just meat on the table, and I know that if with patience and perseverance, I will eventually get that mature buck, and hopefully I'll get it on maybe some public land. And so you'll get to see some great stuff come up in the future. But that looks like that's going to do it for this year of the 2022 deer season. This has been a great journey, and hopefully there's a lot more to come. I'm pretty sure this is the same deer I've watched a couple times. I've not seen him moving. Okay. This is really similar to the deer I killed last year. Okay, he's not moving. Well, let's find out exactly where his entry and exit wound is. Yeah, he's not a bad deer at all. Broke his back. Like the second one went into the shoulder, which is where I was aiming. Well, guys, here he is. It's not a bad buck at all. And he did die where he was at. Pretty heavy. It'd be some good meat. The rack ain't much, but you know, that don't really always matter. I'm going to show you what I did here. Those hay bales are right there. The reason why I set up here was because this is the bedding area. Really thick growed up. And he come out kind of right down here. Somewhere in this area he came out. And I thought if it's the same deer I have earlier, which he went back up in here, and I've got a little bit of footage of it, but I never seen him until he dropped down about right in this area. So he's already kind of far. The reason why my gun, I had to make an adjustment. He was almost a couple hundred yards right here. So I've of course always lined it up at 100. This gun I'm shooting, it'll shoot farther than that. So I hit him, I broke his back, I seen that he dropped, and then I put a secondary shot on him and killed him. So guys, always make sure that even if you don't make a really good shot, that you try to be as humane as possible. And I feel like that second shot was where I wanted it to be. But this is a beautiful country out in here. I just want to say thanks to the landowners that's let me come out here the last 3 years. And the last 3 years I've had a buck. So I really appreciate everything that goes in with it. This guy's a farmer. So if we didn't have farmers, we wouldn't have a lot. So anyhow, I just wanted to close this video with this really nice buck here. Like I said, he's got some nice antlers. He's a whole lot similar to the one that I killed last year. And you can tell he is pretty young, but man, look at that body. That's kind of how that last one was. I mean, this one's going to be really nice meat. And I don't know about the back straps, but we'll do what we can with it. But hey, you can't complain there. There it is. It's just grazing next to the cattle. A lot of deer activity today. I've already seen 3 does. This is number 4. And then I shot a buck. Just got him gutted. There's another deer. There's 2 in that field. Watch and see, there'll be a giant buck step out. Maybe not. There's another one up in the woods. I don't know what it is though. There's 3 deer again. This is pretty cool. I wish I had my camera lens on. I could see way better. The deer moving big time today. And one just staying right up in the woods. I wish I could zoom in.